Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are going to hear from our awesome CJ. No, I admire CJ so much. He works so hard. He's dedicated to what he does. He founded this company from scratch, blood, sweat, everything in it. But you're going to hear more about it.
What's going on, everybody?
Looking sharp.
The kid of the group is gonna stand before you today. Let me introduce myself. The kid of the group. Let me ask: is anyone 26 or under?
Yes.
You really are. She's about to be the kid of the group. Anyways, Epps Landscaping. I'm gonna give you an introduction and rundown of what we do and how we do it. And a little bit about myself as well, so we'll go ahead and start there. So, I am CJ Epperson. I'm born and raised in Bristol, Virginia. I have two siblings. Let's go back. In Bristol, Virginia, as you can tell, I have not moved, I have not left, and I'm still running my company out of Bristol, Virginia. So. I have two siblings. I attended Virginia State University down in Petersburg, Virginia, where I majored in business management. Some hobbies: I play soccer and flag football in the men's league. I love fishing. I attend One Life Fitness, where I try to stay in shape. A loyal Commanders fan. I just got me some tickets, and me and Dan will be at the game on Monday having a ball. So don't call me on Monday, Pat. Community involvement. I'm an active member of my fraternity from my undergraduate school, and we still, as an alumni member, I help the youth in my community in a mentorship program.
Nice.
All right, so what you guys really want to know is, who is Epps and where did we start? So as a young boy, I always tried to dream of big things. I never knew what I wanted to do or how I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do something as far as being a business owner. I thought about different things like owning a construction company or the list goes on. My parents could tell you, I told them I was gonna do everything. I was gonna be Superman. But before I went off to school, I had worked for a couple other landscape companies. Then I went down to Virginia State University, majoring in business management. And through that journey, I kind of learned about the business aspect of growing a business, the back end of a business, and things of that nature. Still not kind of sure of what I wanted to do. But in the trials and tribulations of school, I couldn't continue to go to school unless I made money. So I had to kind of figure it out. So my parents gave me the ultimatum: either you stop and you just start work, or you get a job and go to school. So what I did was I came back home over the winter and summer break, and I was like, I know about landscaping, I know how it's done. I worked for 3 other companies, 2 small companies and 1 larger company, so I kind of got the ins and outs of it. So I just went ahead and just grabbed a mower and grabbed everything I had, took all my dad's tools out of his shed and ran with them, right? So I got a couple clients in the neighborhood. I got a couple clients like any other young boy does, and just started making money to help myself go to school. I ended up getting like 15, 20 clients, and I went back to school, and every weekend I'd come back home. So I'd take a 2-hour drive from Petersburg to Virginia and just work and go. People thought I was crazy because I left all the partying and all the fun back at school to come home and cut grass. Who really wants to do that? But it's been a lifelong passion of mine, improving outdoor spaces ever since then. Let's see. I saw the needs of the company that to combine the precision and craftsmanship with professional services. So the other companies that I was working for, particularly the smaller ones, they weren't really geared towards, per se, helping their employees and driving their employees to be great. So what I've kind of took out of that and transitioned into my company is growing my employees to be a second me. So in that process, I've kind of developed, it's been an ongoing process, growing process, and it's gonna continue to grow. But I've developed this kind of understanding of how to get the people under me to try to do the same thing I do. I hold a high passion for what I do, and I want them to do the same. Let's go ahead and scoot on to the next one. About us. So our mission at Epps is, our mission is to bring precision, pride, and purpose to every property we touch. We believe every yard tells a story and we exist to make the story reality. So when I first started, I went on to Angie Lee's, formerly Home Advisor, and was just like trying to take every single customer that came in the door. I quickly realized going to different customers that none of them were really satisfied with the current service provider they had, or their yard was a disaster and they just wanted it under control. So when I say each yard has its specific, each yard has its own story to tell. It's either a wreck and there is no story because you can barely see the house and we need to make it something, or the yard was previously maintained and it's no longer being maintained and we need to bring that story back to life. So that's what we do in that aspect. Our values, we're built on integrity, we're driven by precision and committed to excellence. Our services, people always ask me, what do you do? When I tell you we do literally everything outside on the exterior, we do everything. For example, Chris Coffin gave us a great referral of a church he previously went to, and he wasn't sure if I did it or not. He called us, we 100% do it. So we went out there and we took a look. Their foundation was deteriorating. So all the mortar joints were breaking down. There was water seeping into the foundation. We had to excavate all around the foundation and re-mortar all the mortar joints. So things like that, sometimes I don't elaborate on because it's not our niche. That's not what we would prefer to do, but we can do it. Some things that we prefer to do, we specialize in commercial and residential full property maintenance. So the entire property, whether it's commercial or residential, we want to do everything from pruning the shrubs, mowing the lawn, to your irrigation system. Lawn and turf care, that can go from lawn maintenance, fertilization and weed control, aeration and overseeding in the fall and the spring, sodding, and total lawn renovation. Landscape design and install, plant installs, mulch bed maintenance, brick edging. We do flagstone, but we're sending that over to Dan. That's our subcontract. Custom landscape designs. We got a hopefully big thing coming up with Victoria, and we're gonna knock that out the park.
Right.
Seasonal property maintenance, tree and shrub services, specialty custom work like drainage, grading solutions, foundation, groundwater control, irrigation, and erosion control. Our service area, big question for us is where we service. We're primarily located and started in Bristow, Virginia, which is Prince William County, so we service the whole Prince William County area. Fairfax County, we've moved out this way more towards the western side though. Manassas Park, of course, some of Woodbridge, Loudoun County, Eastern County, Eastern Edge. There's some spots that are not designated on here. Although this is gonna show kind of our revenue marks of what we did for a longer period of time, August to October. As you can see, there's a wider range. This is a shorter period of time, and it shows kind of more of our recurring customers. They're kind of in a tighter knit area. Pros and cons to using a professional landscaper. Property value. So Pat might be able to attest to this. Landscaping, 9 times out of 10, is going to obviously boost the curb appeal. It increases the market value of a home tremendously. Professional landscape properties can increase resale value by 10 to 20%. Am I wrong, Pat?
No, you're not.
Okay, he wouldn't say I was wrong anyway. It improves functionality. So with that being said, like a landscape that you can't see the house, you can't use. So we come in and get that cleaned up so that people can actually use these spaces. It prevents costly damage. Trees obviously fall and they damage things. Professional contracts. These are the cons. I don't consider it a con, but higher upfront costs. A lot of these people don't want to pay that upfront cost or that long-term contract cost, so it kind of deters them from doing that. Less flexibility for small jobs are all kind of cons. Another pro, the ones for the job. Professional expertise. When we're on your property, we know what we're doing versus if somebody's going out there trying to put stuff down, they don't really know what they're doing. Consistent quality and reliable, time and cost effective, and then comprehensive service are all cons. So the biggest thing of it all is how BNI has impacted our company. BNI has played a key role in what we do and how we do it, and it's really helped us grow. These are kind of our markers, our 6 month, our 12, and our life, and how long we've been in. So we went from coming in, we didn't have, it was slow to grow, but guaranteed that it ended up happening. After a little while, we hit that 50,000 mark, then we hit that 71, and now we're at 74 and rolling. So
From BNI.
yeah. So we're gonna, I hope this turns clear, but we're gonna play this little footage that Matt took. So we'll go ahead and show you marketing mine and his business all of it.
Did you do this with a drone?
Oh,
Did you do this with a drone?
Oh, nice. It's probably not gonna, it's not gonna play?
no.
Dylan, remind me we have to talk about.
All right, so I'll
picking
just,
stuff up.
like Dan said, I'll just talk about the property. So this is a property out in Nokesville. We fully service the property. It's a 3-acre property. It actually used to be a farm, like ranch. It had horses and all types of different stuff on this property. And well, the previous owner did, and then this owner kind of took over the land and reconstructed everything, put in new landscape beds, irrigation, lighting. They got a pool in the back, and we do the full maintenance and service on this property. There you go. So thank you, and then I kind of chose these pictures because we are going into our fall-winter season. If you're looking for fall cleanups or Christmas lights, snow removal on residential properties, we all do that as well. Thank you.